And then we start to feel stuck. And that is what this person that I was talking to was expressing earlier today as I was leaving the gym, is like this feeling of stuck, this feeling of I'm comfortable, this feeling of I'm doing okay, but I know I have on my brain this other thing that I really want to be doing, right? And so it starts to make you feel, you get into these modes where you start to feel unfulfilled, like there's a piece of you that's unfulfilled. It's not that your whole life is unfulfilled, but there's this piece, this nagging idea, this nagging thing that you know you should be doing. And far too often I come in contact with and end up working with people who have been sitting on course ideas or ideas for their businesses for too long, 6 months, 2 years. In my opinion, if you are not executing when you have the idea, I feel like it's too long to wait. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. I've helped hundreds of creative entrepreneurs and business owners to take back their free time, generate additional revenue, and celebrate while living that work from anywhere lifestyle through creating online courses and digital education. So I'm super excited that you guys are here. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better. And this has to work. Right? Let's get it. Awesome party peeps. It's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. And today we are talking about what Jump First really is. It is not just a brand. It is not just my business. It is a lifestyle. And I was talking to someone as I was leaving the gym this morning, and they were telling me about what their plans were for after they finished working for somebody else, okay? After they left the 9-to-5, after they left corporate, they were telling me they were really good at the thing that they currently do. They've been in the industry for 30 plus years, and they had a plan for what they wanted to do afterwards. And we started to have this conversation, and what I do came up, right? So naturally, Jump First came up. And I started to talk about the reason I named my business Jump First in the first place. First of all, I am huge on my faith. If you don't know, now you but also we talk entrepreneurship in general. And so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the bell notifications, so you know when new episodes like this drop, and we can hang out live. I love answering questions and hanging out with you guys in the chat. And so when I started this company, when I started this brand, I founded it on my faith, and I founded it on Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And so as I was telling this person that I was talking to about Jump First being this lifestyle, you know, meaning like sometimes you just have to put yourself out there, they agreed, okay? And they're like, the only reason that I haven't yet is because I'm very comfortable, to be honest with you. And I love when people are transparent, okay, about what they are currently experiencing and where they currently are in the journey. Because that's important for us to continue moving forward, right? It's the introspective piece where we take a look at what are our current beliefs, what's actually keeping us in the spaces that we are currently in, and how do we move forward. And so this person let me know, I'm comfortable where I am. I get paid a really good amount. And one of the first things that I started talking about, which, has been with me from the beginning of this journey, is you typically can't build the kind of wealth that you want to build working for somebody else. You have to own it, okay? You have to own something. You have to own the thing. That's how you start to generate the wealth that you actually want. And not just the money piece of it, but also the time piece of it, okay? Being able to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, all of those things. Being in control of how much you're paid, okay? When you're paid, those things are, in my opinion, those were important for me when I first got started, which is one of the reasons I wanted to transition out of corporate, out of 95, out of the 9-to-5. Speaking of 95, okay, when this person told me that I was talking to, after I get done being in corporate, or after I get done working for somebody else, then I'm going to go ahead and start this cool venture that I have, or then I'm going to go ahead and do this idea, activate this idea that I currently have. And my question to you, if that is your mindset currently, is when is that going to be? Okay, when you finish? Okay, when you're done? Like, why not right now? Why not take control of and start activating and doing the thing that you actually want to do right now. Okay. Like, I feel like that's important. So Jump First for me is not a brand. It is a lifestyle. It means consistently taking an introspective look at what your beliefs are, where you currently are, and are you feeling comfortable or not? What's going on, y'all? This channel is about premium courses, luxury mentorship programs. And if that is not what it is that you want, or that's not something that interests you, then, feel free to go ahead and find what it is that you're looking for. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and remove you from the chat. Okay. So I appreciate y'all for being here. If this is for you and you're all about entrepreneurship and moving yourself forward, and you're looking for the motivation, you're looking for inspiration, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. At least hit the like button so we can go ahead and continue spreading the positive messages, okay, that we have. I appreciate that, Travis. Thank you so much for being here. So comfort zones are familiar, but they cage you, they confine you, right? And they keep you having what you already have. And then we start to feel stuck. And that is what this person that I was talking to was expressing earlier today as I was leaving the gym, is like this feeling of stuck, this feeling of I'm comfortable, this feeling of I'm doing okay, but I know I have on my brain this other thing that I really want to be doing, right? And so it starts to make you feel, you get into these modes where you start to feel unfulfilled, like there's a piece of you that's unfulfilled. It's not that your whole life is unfulfilled, but there's this piece, this nagging idea, this nagging thing that you know you should be doing. And far too often I come in contact with and end up working with people who have been sitting on course ideas or ideas for their businesses for too long, 6 months, 2 years. In my opinion, if you are not executing when you have the idea, I feel like it's too long to wait. Like the idea is inspired. And sometimes we have this period of grace, right? That allows us to move these ideas quickly, not just to monetize, but to also make the impact. And so sometimes there's a grace period, like there's a period when you have this inspired idea, right? Or this thing that you know is going to move you forward or has the potential to move you forward, and you don't act on it, you are just prolonging the time that you are going to have in order to act on it. Does that make sense? So it's like you're going to have to at some point take a jump. Okay, at some point, whether that's today or 5 years from now, at some point you're going to have to take a jump. So why can't it be right now? Why shouldn't it be right now? Okay, a lot of times we look back and we have these regrets, if you will, where we're like, you know what? I should have did it 2 years ago, or I should have did it a year ago. Where would I be if I had taken the chance, if I had jumped, if I had taken the risk? And so that is one of the reasons that I created and branded Jump First as a lifestyle for myself. Every single time that I've taken a jump, every time that I wasn't sure, but I acted on faith, and in faith, things turned out better than what I imagined they would go. Okay. It's just about, sometimes it's not that you don't feel the fear, you feel it, but you do it anyway. Okay. And that's why I love my high performers and my folks who are getting stuff done out here, because we feel it, but we go anyway. And it's no shade to you. If I've been in this position, I mean, when I started my business, I had the LLC, I had everything 2 years before I actually took action because I was afraid. I didn't know what it was going to look like. I spent 9 months looking for another job after I got fired, okay, for ridiculous reasons that I won't even go into in this episode. But if you want to catch it in another episode, you absolutely can. I talk about it here on this channel. Again, hit that subscribe button, like button, bell notification if you haven't already. But I got fired from my job, spent 9 months after I had the LLC looking for another job. Like, what? I could have spent that time and money invested in moving my own business forward, moving my ideas forward. And so growth has to do with breaking free from comfort zones, from perceived limitations, from the way that we think things are supposed to be, and really just stepping into how we want them to be, right? Like, what do you want? What do you desire? Step into that. And so it's not about, I also want to put this here too, because when people hear Jump First, they hear, oh my gosh, I just got to take the risk. Or when we think about faith is, oh my God, I just got to do the thing. I got to take the risk. And so here's my thing about it. Jump First is not about unnecessary risks. Okay. It's not about taking these unnecessary leaps where you're, oh my God, like you just feel like maybe I'm about to fall out of the sky if I decide to jump. No, it's about taking informed action, okay? Taking these calculated steps towards getting what it is that you want. So the smartest way to go about taking any risk or to jump is to work with somebody who's already done the thing, okay? A lot of things are not necessarily new. The concepts, the principles that are required to achieve something, that's what you should be learning. Not necessarily the strategies or the right now trends, it's the principles. What are the underlying foundational principles that you need in order to achieve the next thing? This is how we take calculated steps and not unnecessary risk. Why? We don't have to do that anymore. We have so much information available to us, as well as the opportunity to reach out directly to people who we admire or who have achieved the thing that we desire to achieve for ourselves. Okay, it's not necessary to take the unnecessary risk. What is going on, Lavender 5675? I appreciate you being here. Ghetto Planet, hello to you again as well. I appreciate the lesson last time. Okay, I did do some research. I still need to do some more, but I appreciate you being back. Welcome back. Again, if you guys are not subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when more episodes like this drop. I really, really appreciate the positivity here. I love it. You know, I love hanging out with y'all, spreading positive messages, not just the ones where I'm talking at y'all, okay? Because that's not my intention here. I don't believe in that when it comes to teaching, all right, courses and programs and things like that. And so I don't believe in that here. I believe that we all learn from each other, okay? That's what it's about, shared community. And it's about how you want your community to look. And we are about positivity here, okay? Let's continue to spread positivity, okay? Create the community, the vibe that you want. And I promise you, you'll attract the right people to you. I love y'all so, so much. I appreciate y'all. Good morning again, Eric. It's good to see you as well. Ghetto Planet says, do I need to earn my doctorate to be able to tell people to book a session, to tell them what they need to do? I'm serious. I currently have my master's. Absolutely not. I was teaching university classes with a master's degree, okay? In addition to that, I work with so many clients who don't have the traditional educational support or background, you know, that people typically look for in corporate jobs and positions. Teaching online courses is not a traditional thing. Like when you choose to take your life experience, I feel like we learn so much more. I always say this, and maybe this will help put it into perspective. Like, knowledge is one thing, right? Having it, acquiring it, cool. But applying it is wisdom. And you can't get that sitting in a classroom. It's kind of like riding a bike. You can't watch enough videos or read enough books about riding a bike. At some point, you just have to get on the bike, okay? And maybe you might fall a couple times. You might, you know, scuff up your knees. I know I did a lot. I was a huge, I guess what they would call a tomboy growing up. I climbed trees. I like tires, you know, the tire swings. I like riding bikes and skateboarding. I was doing all kinds of stuff, playing basketball, okay? Skinning up my knees, even running up and down the church steps when I know I should not have been doing that. Skinned up my knees. And they actually have it. My mom has it on VHS. Wow. I'm not trying to date myself or tell you how old I am. But yeah, it's captured on VHS of how much I was just running, doing stuff and skinning up my knees and all the things. So all that to say, there's somebody right now who needs what it is that you know. Okay, outside of traditional education. So there are no limitations based on your degrees or based on, you know, traditional education. You get to teach from your lived experiences, from your knowledge, your wisdom. And so, no, you can absolutely, without needing another degree, all right, you can absolutely talk to people about what they need to do and help them navigate whatever challenges they are currently experiencing based on your lived experience and turning that into, I always say this too, in order to teach something is different than giving advice. And so you got to package it into a framework, which, by the way, shameless plug, if you're interested in learning how to do that, the entire blueprint is available to you for free over at jumpfirstacademy.org. Again, it's jumpfirstacademy.org. I also put the link in the description. You can check out the free training there. It's about 30 minutes, a little bit less. There are also free resources to help you get started in addition to the training, because I'm all about implementation, execution. Okay, so it's not just, again, absorbing the knowledge. I want you to implement. I want you to move forward. And so there are also resources available for you to help you move forward inside of the training at jumpfirstacademy.org. Okay, completely free. If you're interested in learning some more advanced techniques, like how do I package what I know and start to sell it between $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, okay, then you can come hop into a live training with me. I teach on Thursdays. It is application only, but you can go to jumpfirstacademy.org/VIP to get into the live training. I appreciate that, Eric. Thank you so much for the positivity, y'all. Ghetto Planet says, can I go independent and be an entrepreneur? Absolutely. Absolutely. You just have to jump, right? Jump first. You are blessed with intelligence. Where did you get your degrees? So a couple of different places. I grew up in Delaware, so I definitely went local for my undergrad as well as my master's. So I did University of Delaware and master's at Wilmington University, and then I did Walden University for my doctorate, which is kind of where some of the ideas that I had about creating a business started to develop because of those experiences. I got to go to, mostly I did a lot of it online, but then I got to go to residencies, or what they were called, to meet like my professors, my peers, all of those types of folks, and learn in person as well. And they had these residencies all over the world. So like Paris, Texas, Florida, all sorts of places. I didn't get to go to Paris, but I went to a bunch of different places to meet so many people. And this is also how I, again, got ideas for my business, but also how I felt so comfortable investing in mentorship and doing these like luxury retreats with my mentors. And so I have been extremely blessed to be in places with my mentors who are, they're very inspirational. And I aspire to continue to be that for my clients and students as well. What's going on, Maurice Allen Music? Blessings back at you. I appreciate you being on this morning. Hello, IG. I see y'all as well. Yes, Ghetto Planets, Eric, I appreciate that. Ghetto Planet says, I am going to teach the dark arts of sales and marketing, defense, and application, my master's in biotech. I love it. Okay. And we talked about this last time, right? Again, there's a certain way that you want to package that to reach the right audience. So again, y'all, jumpfirstacademy.org is where you want to go to get started. If you're interested in the advanced training, then it's jumpfirstacademy.org/VIP. And I put the links in the description once more. If you're watching this on IG and you're interested in resources for getting started, creating your courses, your luxury mentorship programs, you already know, link in bio, or send me a direct message and I'll send over the correct resource, okay, where it is that you should start. All right, I appreciate y'all so much. Eric, I was not a straight A student. I actually had a 1.7 GPA my first semester of college. But yeah, ended up with a doctorate. Ghetto Planet says, teach people how to make a sale by any means necessary, or how not to get swindled. We talked about this again a little bit before. There's a way that you want to package it, because I think I know what it is that you mean based on our conversation before, and packaging it that way might not attract the people that you want to attract. So again, go over to jumpfirstacademy.org if you're interested in moving this thing forward and seeing exactly what I'm talking about, so you can see how to package that, how to create that framework. I love that you are a straight A student as well in biotech. That is very impressive. Very impressive. I always have some very impressive people on this live. I appreciate y'all so much. Again, hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification, so you know when more episodes like this drop and we can hang out live. Have an incredible week as well, Maurice Allen Music. I appreciate y'all over on the IG. Also, I appreciate y'all here on the Jump First Academy YouTube channel. I will catch y'all back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Eric, real quick, in high school, what was your GPA? I think I exited with like a 3.4 or a 3.5 or something like that. And I coasted, okay? Like, I'll be honest with you, I coasted. So the skills that I needed in college were not the same as high school, which is how I ended up with a 1.7 GPA, which is crazy. But I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all later. Have an amazing day. Bye, y'all.